I saw the TADC. I saw the Amazing Digital Circus finale, and it did two things to me. One of which was help me recover from the existential awareness I'd gained after watching the Backrooms movie the previous day, and the other thing was a new existential awareness of all the nice things about communities and the human condition. Basically, the movie delayed my abstraction for yet another day. The episode was very emotional, and like with most endings, it basically doubled down. Believe me when I say that I will be placing an explicit and unmistakable spoiler warning somewhere after the second half of the video, so that none of you accidentally miss it. Which I'll be playing an EAS alert for, by the way, so please don't get sidetracked. Considering the situation the characters ended up in, it was obvious enough that this final episode would have way less comic relief than usual, which it did. This episode was the most, you had your ups and downs, now it's time to sit down and have a little chat kind of final episode, littered with some twists and a whole lot of callbacks to previous episodes, like way more than any other. But what was especially surprising was Ribbit's story. Oh, and speaking of Ribbit,
E&A has issued a spoiler warning for the film effective invalid date.
Okay, before we talk about Ribbit, Kane getting deleted was just transferring him into the void? What? Or maybe that's just me, because I've only seen it once, I don't know. Maybe that's a reference to how files actually get deleted, maybe? The final episode's payoff was done well for, especially for a show like this. Characters release their emotions, actual humans are visually revealed to indeed exist, along with the identities of all the circus members, with their faces concealed in some places. Jax looked surprisingly young, from what I remembered. Nothing like the VA. The only name I remember is Abigail for Pomni. Overall, it was a dark revelation as a whole, but transitions into a heartwarming, emotional payoff and goodbye to the circus. And oh my god, the remix that plays, like the remix of the original theme was great. Even for non-fans, it's a good indie show with some pretty dope messages about humanity and, of course, the all-encompassing power of friendship, and how even AI can be our friends despite whatever the f is going on in the world right now. I just realized I forgot to talk about Ribbit and Kaufmo this whole time. A major plot point the episode made more clear was Jax's story, and why he turned out to be a cruel and dismissive but internally timid joker with attachment issues. What I made out during the movie itself was his fear of facing the reality of what others think about him, and what all that entails, especially regarding who he is. Which explains him distancing himself from Ribbit almost as if she never existed, because she knows what Jax had done, and Jax doesn't want to face where that goes, no matter how much Ribbit tries to reassure him that she is there for him. How tragic. He reaches his breaking point this episode, which was not obvious at all. And the episode, for the most part, felt like an apotheosis for his character arc, at least within the bounds of the show, at the end of which he actually calms down while the rest of the gang rebuilds the circus. If I were to critique the show on anything, I don't really have any thing, because most would be highly subjective, so it'd really have no constructive purpose other than emotional release and argument. But for the sake of making this video's second half a little longer with my own thoughts and opinions, I have to question Kane's abilities as an AI. Throughout the show, he's been less of an AI, more of an AI chatbot with limited access to educational/mental health resources and a lot of abstract solutions with emotional variables, which is cool in its own way. Oh my god, Scratch was really cooking if you think about it. That is a new kind of AI. I'm sure there's reasons as to why that is, or maybe not at all. Anyway, this video might be getting a bit long, so and I want to keep you all happy, so I'll be coming back with another video soon. I sincerely hope so. See you later, guys.